All right, y'all, so let's have a little talk. The question that we did the worst at on the CBA was the one with where you had to put your answer in this thing. Y'all were killing me. You're killing me because the answer was 7.9 and you were putting like 79 or 0.79 or 7.09. It was like, oh my gosh. So even though you got the right answers, you still didn't, whatchamacallit, you still didn't get the right answer because you didn't grid it correctly. So, I want to talk about the correct way to do this. So, let's say that let's just talk about a regular problem. Let's just do 600 minus 76, okay? First of all, let's remember how to subtract across zeros. I can't do 0 minus 6. I can't borrow from the 0, so I have to go to the 6. 6 is going to become a 5. 0 is going to become a 10. Okay, still have 0 minus 6 over here, so I got to borrow from that 10. 10 becomes a 9. 0 becomes a 10. 10 minus 6 is 4. 9 minus 7 is 2. 5 minus nothing is 5. Okay, so my answer is 524. Yes? Yes, Ms. Hargrove. Okay. So right here in this griddable, I don't have anything after the decimal. Just think of this as being the hundredths place, the tens place, the ones place, the tenths place, and the hundredths place. Just like our place value train that we learned earlier this year, right? HTO, HTO, HTO. So it's just like that. You're just putting your number into the correct place value on this grid, okay? And I know that this is weird because you've never had this decimal before, but this is a decimal. You only put something over here if you have decimal blah, blah, blah. If you do not have decimal blah, 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 leave this blank. You do not have to put zeros. You don't have to put anything. Just leave it blank. So let's go ahead and put 524. Look, 5. This is hundreds, tens, ones. I just transferred it. Hundreds, tens, ones. All right? You know, in every imaginary whole number, there's always the decimal right here. There may not be anything after it, but there's always an imaginary decimal right there. So, does my number right here look the same as it does right here? Mm-hmm. It does. So we're good. Moving on. All right, so what if I have 7.45 plus 8.6. Well, first of all, I got to make sure my decimals are lined up. Are my decimals lined up? Yes. This is a review. Okay, pay attention because you're going to have to do some of these by yourself in just a second. What needs to go right here? R0, because 8.60 is the same thing as 8.6, right? But we need to fill in our place value so that we can accurately add those. So what is 5 plus 0? Oh, Ms. Hargrove, you forgot to bring down your decimal. Yes, I did. Thank you so much for reminding me. Okay, what is 5 plus 0? 5. 4 plus 6? 10. 0 goes down, 1 comes up. 1 plus 7? 8. 8 plus 8? 16. Okay, so now I've got 16.05, yes? Y'all, I'm watching our caterpillars right now. One of them's spinning his, not his proboscis, his cremaster. Just trying to hang himself up with. Crazy. And then one of them's in a J. I took a picture for you, so I'll show you whenever you come to class today. Okay, so 16.05, right here. Remember, HTO, tenth, hundredth. I want you to go ahead and before you do each problem, I want you to put that on each of these griddables. Okay? Every griddable, when you get to that star test and you see this griddable, because you will see a griddable. I don't know how many. You may see 1, you may see 5. I have no idea. But you'll at least have 1. You better have this. This tells you the place value. Hundreds, tens, ones, tenths, hundredths, right? Hundreds, tenths, ones, tens, ones, tenths, hundredths. Okay? So, do I have a hundredths place in this number? No, I don't. Do I have a tens place? Yes. Do I have a ones place? Yes. Do I have decimal? Yes. Do I have a tens place? Yes. Do I have a hundredths place? Yes. Okay. I want you, pause the video, I want you to copy what's happening here. Copy what's happening here. Okay, glad you're back. So, 1 is in the tens place, so I'm going to put the 1. 6 is in the ones place, I'm going to put 6 in the ones place. Decimal. 0 is in the tenths place. 5 is in the hundredths place. So I forgot to show you how to actually bubble these. You should know how to bubble at this point, but if you don't, I'm just going to, help you out. You need to make sure that whatever number is right here is what number you bubble down here. There's a 5 up there. I need to make sure I bubble the 5 right here. Do you see how nice and dark and neat I just bubbled that bubble? Yes, Miss Hargrove, it's beautiful. Okay, that's how all of your bubbles should look. Not like this. That is not bubble completely on that 2. Do you see that? That is not bubble completely. This is also not how we bubble. That, you're going to get several wrong answers if you bubbled that in that manner, okay? We can bubble inside the bubble, dark and neat. Is that 2? There's kind of like a glare reflecting because it's so shiny. There you go. Okay, 4. Beautiful. Yes? And guess what? You don't have to bubble anything over here. If this is blank right here, do not bubble anything. Don't even worry about it. Okay? I want you to take a second, pause, bubble this one. All right, glad you're back. So 1 right here, I'm going to bubble the 1. Dark and neat. 6 right here, I'm going to bubble the 6. Dark and neat. If you don't bubble these dark and neat, I'm going to send it back to you and make you do it again. I'm serious as a heart attack, okay? So 0 right here, I'm going to bubble the 0. 5 right here, I'm going to bubble the 5. And you're done. So it doesn't really matter what you write up here. Well, it matters because you need to write the right answer so that you know to bubble. But this is what the computer reads. So if you write the right answer here and then don't bubble anything, you will not get credit for that answer. Nobody's going to be looking, oh, you know what, Landon didn't bubble right. I need to go get this test back to him at Hardeman Elementary so that he can bubble right. Nobody's going to be doing that. Okay, it's a computer. It's a robot. Okay, let's practice just subtracting real quick. If I have 102 and 23 hundredths minus 98 and 74 hundredths. All right, first thing I do, bring down my decimal. Bring it on down, people. Okay, 3 minus 4. Can't do it. Borrow from that 2. 2 becomes a 1. 3 becomes a 13. 13 minus 4, 9. 1 minus 7. Can't do it. Borrow from the 2. 2 becomes a 1. This 1 becomes an 11. 11 minus 7. 4. 1 minus 8. Can't do it. Borrow from the 0. Can't do it. Borrow from the 1. Yes. 1 becomes a 0. 0 becomes a 10. Well, I still have 1 minus 8 right here, so I got to borrow from that 10. 10's going to become a 9. 1's going to become 11. 11 minus 8. 3. 9 minus 9. Nothing. 0 minus 0. Nothing. So my answer becomes 3 and 49 hundredths. I want you to bubble that one real quick. Don't forget what I told you have to write up here at the top. Pause video. And we're back. Okay. 3 and 49 hundredths. So look where that decimal is. Look. Tens, ones, I do not have a tens or a hundredths. But I do have a decimal, and I do have tenths, and I do have hundredths. Okay? So 3 goes in the ones place. Hundredths, tens, ones. And then tenths and hundredths. So then we have 4, 9. 3, 4, 9. Okay? 4 and 9. Beautiful. There's 6 more problems for you to do on that station's website. Go ahead and make sure that those get done. Staple, turn it into the pocket. All right, adios.